Hi, this is Jewelyn and Evie. Welcome back to our channel and welcome to our home here in Santa Monica, California. So it is my 100th video. I wanted to go ahead and do something special. I do have several videos that I did film prior to this one today that needs to go up on my channel, but I wanted to get this one up first. Since it's my 100th video, I wanted to do something fun and special. So I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys my top 10 favorite plants currently living in my collection. Again, I love all of my plants, so I don't favor one over the other, but I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys 10 of my favorite plants that I love currently in my collection. And I will definitely be filming my top 10 plants that I would suggest a first-time buyer buying in a next video coming up. So definitely subscribe to my channel, thumbs up the video, and leave a comment down below. I love reading all of your comments. I'm gonna go ahead and just skim over my plant collection in no particular order and share with you guys 10 of my favorite plants. I hope you guys enjoy these types of videos. I definitely love filming them. And without further ado, let's see what we have in our collection that I absolutely love. Alright guys, so I didn't pick out my top 10 plants prior to filming, so we'll see who makes the cut. In no particular order, I'm going to share my top 10 plants. The first one that I want to share with you guys is my amazing Fiddle Leaf Fig. This is a very trendy houseplant, very expensive. I was lucky to get this one on sale in Las Vegas earlier this year for under $15, which is a steal. But immediately when I brought it home, all of the leaves fell off and I really thought it was my fault. So a side tip for all you new plant owners or anybody who's interested in this plant, make sure that you check the zone that you're in that is compatible with the Fiddle Leaf Fig, because if you live in a dry type of environment like Las Vegas, it's not gonna work out there and all of these are gonna fall off. It was naked when I brought it to Santa Monica, and after some TLC and a few months living near the beach, it grew back all of its leaves and more. So it definitely does good in Southern California. You either want to have it in a well-lit area in your home by natural lighting, or I have it living next to my bird bath in my shaded patio space and it's doing well. Misting and watering is very key to this plant. I absolutely highly recommend this plant if you guys are looking for one, and you just want to make sure that you wipe off the leaves. And again, I do share with you guys a whole Fiddle Leaf Fig video that will be coming up on this channel. So this is one of my top 10 plants to have in my collection. The next plant that I want to talk about is no stranger to my channel. It is my beautiful Burgundy rubber plant. And why do I love this plant? It is so easy to grow. I highly recommend this plant if you are a first-time plant buyer or looking for a new plant to add to your collection. Rubber plants are very easy. Now, one thing I love about this is that it's constantly giving me new leaves. A lot of my plants in my collections are slow growers. This one has doubled its size since I bought in it, and it always gives me new leaves. So here's a new leaf that just unfolded probably a day or two ago. And there's also a baby that's growing nice and strong on the bottom of the mother plant. Now, same thing goes with this plant and the Fiddle Leaf Fig. Because of the large foliages, you want to make sure that you're constantly wiping the tops and bottoms of the leaves. Other than that, this plant will grow super huge, and I can't wait to see what it'll look like at the end of the year. Third plant I want to talk about is my beautiful bird's nest fern, also featured on a Meet My Plants episode. I love ferns. If you can get a fern in your collection, I highly recommend buying one, but make sure that you constantly keep them nice and moist and wet because it's a very tropical plant. A couple ferns died in my care. This one is thriving, and I love having this as a focal piece. It lives on my wicker coffee table in my patio space. It's very circular type of plant, so no matter what angle you have it at, it's always going to give you a nice focal point. I love the light green vibes that it has. Same thing goes with this plant. You want to make sure that you wipe the tops and bottoms of the leaf. I'm going to show you the planter that it's currently living in. I will go ahead and switch it out eventually because it is almost outgrowing this planter, but it'll do well in this planter for the next few months. I'm going to show you all of the new growth in this plant. Super pretty, huh? And there's little babies growing here on the bottom, and it's so cute. It's like little curly cues. I love having this plant as a focal piece in my patio space. If you do keep it in your home, make sure that it's in a well-lit area and it'll do fine, but no direct sunlight because these leaves are very fragile. Guys, I see a trend happening here as I'm walking around and looking at my collection, picking out babies for this video. I'm choosing ones that I've featured in my Meet My Plants episode. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this one here. It's my Angel Wing Begonia, been featured also in my Meet My Plants episode. Since I filmed that video, so much growth has happened with this plant, and this is one of the reasons why it's in my top 10, because of the beautiful different blooms that it's constantly giving me. So much blooms. I love the silver on the green, and then when you turn the plant behind, it's beautiful deep red. And look at just the different dimension of this plant. If you take a look here, there's also a baby growing here, which I think is so cool to see, and I see new growth happening everywhere. This is my first and one and only begonia, so I don't know where this is going to go from here. It's probably going to span out more this way and that way, so I'm gonna be definitely sharing updates on this plant. If you do have a begonia, let me know in the comments below which one you have. I would definitely love to have a spotted one in my collection. This is the only one that I do have for now in my collection, but I absolutely love it, and I can't believe that I was able to find one here in Santa Monica at my nursery. And this definitely is one of my top 5 favorite plants to have in my collection. Guys, number 5 is gonna go to another plant that I have mentioned on a Meet My Plants episode, my beautiful Oxalis. It's still daylight, so it is open. Look how gorgeous this thing is. I've mentioned it so much in my channel. I love this plant. There's nothing much to say about it. Just go ahead, watch my Meet My Plants episode. This plant opens up during the day, closes at night, gives me beautiful blooms, which currently doesn't have any, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna look like in the springtime. I hope to see it nice and full again. I love this plant, so if you can get a hold of an Oxalis in your area, I highly recommend buying one. It's so gratifying to see them open and close throughout the day, and I love having this in my collection. Number 6 goes to this beautiful string of hearts, another plant that I did mention on my Meet My Plants episode. Definitely see a trend here happening. I love this plant because it's a grower. Everything from here all the way to the end here is all new growth since it's been with me, and I love seeing plants grow under my care. I'm not saying that I don't love the plants that are slow growers, but I love knowing that I'm doing something good. I also love the fact that there's small little hearts on the foliages, and what can you not hate about a leaf that's shaped as a heart? So I'm gonna have to say this is definitely one of my top 10 favorite plants to have. If you guys are interested in seeing more about this plant, definitely check out my Meet My Plants episode featuring my string of hearts. Guys, number 7 goes to this Philodendron, which is going to be featured on a Meet My Plants episode in the future. I love this plant. It lives in my plant gang next to my bed currently. And why do I love it? It's because it has such an interesting shape to it, the way how it's growing. It's growing out this way and that way, and I love the fact that the leaves kind of reminds me like of a butterfly for some reason, or like a butterfly heart shape. And I see tons of growth happening here on the bottom of the plant. It came from Trader Joe's in Las Vegas, so again, when you buy plants from there, you never know what it is. I figured out it was a philodendron. I have tons of philodendrons in my collection. I should do a separate philodendron video. I have it in a planter that I got from Star Nursery in Las Vegas. There is a drainage hole in the bottom, and I absolutely love the vibe that it does bring to my space. It does live in my patio every now and then. Again, I do bring out all my plants you guys seen on my plant care routine video. If you guys do have this philodendron, let me know in the comments below. And this is also probably one of my favorite philodendrons in my whole collection. I think so. I love having this plant. So let me know in the comments below if you have this plant. I would love to know where you bought it and how much you got it for, because I've never seen this plant anywhere else except for Trader Joe's. 8 is gonna go to my brand new baby. As far as for some of the new ones in my collection, this is my beautiful African mask. You've seen it featured on my channel. I love this plant. I've been wanting it in my collection for a while. Super stoked to have it. If you want to see more of my video on this guy, then definitely watch my Plant With Me video. If you scroll up in my plant videos on this channel, I share a lot more on this plant. Why do I love this plant? The shiny foliages and the front, and then again, it has like an interesting texture to it, and the underneath of the leaf is red, if you can see. So it's definitely gives me the same vibe that my begonia does. Green and textured on the top, and then on the bottom it has like a mauve type of maroon color. This plant is very hard to find. I've never seen it anywhere else except for my nursery here at Orchards up the street in Santa Monica. I highly recommend getting this plant if you can get a hold of one. And I scored this one for about $14–15. 9 is gonna go to my beautiful Marble Queen Pothos, which is a stunning plant to have in my collection. I don't talk about it as much as I should. It lives on my Tiffany blue table behind me, which you see featured a lot in my videos. I love eating on my table and staring at this. When I originally bought it on sale in Las Vegas for around $3 at Star Nursery, it wasn't this big. It was really thin, super small, and since then it brought me so much new growth and cascading leaves. I love having this in my collection. Super nice and full plant to have, and I love the variegated leaves. I highly recommend picking one up. This is probably one plant that you see often in grocery stores and markets, but if you can definitely pick one up, I highly recommend it. And if you're looking for a first time plant, this plant is absolutely perfect to have. Are you ready for my top 10 favorite plant in my whole collection? The lighting is going dark, so I'm gonna have to wrap up the video here with my beautiful Pilea plant. You guys already know this was coming. I absolutely love my new baby Pilea plant. It's giving me so many babies, so many new growth. I highly recommend this plant. I had so much fun filming my top 10 favorite plants for my 100th video here on my main channel, I Love Jewelyn. So thanks for all your support. Give me a thumbs up and let me know if you enjoyed this video. And leave a comment down below. If you want to see more plant videos in the future, definitely subscribe to my channel. You can find more on my blog at ilovejewelyn.blogspot.com. Until next time, aloha, bye!